So this is another project where I'm gonna do linear regression analysis on the data available with us and try to see what independent variables actually affect our yearly amount spent by the customers. So I have anonymized the names and addresses of the customer. This dataset has been taken from Cagle, and I have anonymized it and mentioned a customer ID over here. So what I'm trying to do is these are all the independent variables like the average session length, time on app, time on website, length of membership with our company, and this is a dependent variable which is a yearly amount spent which depends on one or more of these independent variables. So what we're trying to see, what affects the yearly amount spent. As a company, I want this amount to be the maximum and for each and every customer, but what factors actually affect these ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all start it with a small visualization, trying to see uh, how these factors actually affect how these independent variables actually affect a dependent variable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a scatter plot for sorry for this one. So this is with average session length. So we can see let us do a bit of editing. Let me add a trend line, a linear trend line, and let me show it as red, and let me just, so as you can see over here, okay, I want to display the equation and r squared value as well. So what we are seeing over here is although it is increasing, so with average session length the yearly amount spent is increasing, but the values are quite far away. So as you can see, the r square is just 0.1261, so it means the accuracy of the model is just 12%, to be put it in simple terms. So this is not a very strong predictor. Okay, let's continue the same. And next I have to do with time with the app, and let me insert it in the scatter plot over here. Okay, now this is time on the app. Okay, again what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show a trend line, and I'm gonna make it red so that it is easily visible, and gonna increase its width, and then I'm gonna display the equation and r square. Okay, so this is the equation and r square for this one. Okay, again as you can see, it increases with time on app. The yearly amount spent increases with the time on app, but again the r square is just 25%, so around 25% accurate is this model. Okay, let's continue. Similarly, let me see with time on the website, insert scatter plot. Okay, let me put it here, and again let me add a trend line and gonna display the equation, make it red and increase the width, and here it is my equation. Let me take it over here. Okay, so as clearly it has no effect on yearly amount spent, so it's a flat line. So it doesn't matter what amount of time is spent on the website, it does not affect the yearly amount spent, and r square is pretty small, so it does not affect. And now for the last one, let us do it. Length of membership, insert scatter plot. Okay, this looks a bit interesting. Okay, now again let me add a trend line. Okay, same steps again, so that we have a consistency. Let me Okay, so this is something interesting. As we can see, the values are pretty close to the line, and our R square is 65%. So this model is around 65% accurate, which is really good. So as we can see, the most that independent variable affect the yearly amount spent is the membership, which is this one, length of membership, and rest are affecting less, and the minimum one is the time spent on the website. Okay, great. Now let's move ahead and do our linear regression analysis. Here it is. I want to do regression. Okay, my input y range is going to be my yearly amount spent. Okay, and my input x range is going to be all these independent variables. I want my output range to be on the same one. I'll just put it over here, and I want to run it. Okay, what does it say? There's a label, and output range is over here. Let me run it again. Okay, here it is. Okay, for this model, we are getting very good R square. It is 98%. So 98% of the amount spent has been uh, justified by these independent variables, so which is very good. And now coming on to the coefficients. So as you can see, 61%. So any change in the length, 1 degree change in the length of membership changes yearly spent by $61. So this is actually the most affecting, as we see from these graphs as well. And here you see 0.43 time on website, 1 unit increase in time on website just affects 0.43. So it is the least one. But now what we can see is yes, uh, the most important factor for us is increasing the length of membership as a company. So what we want is we want to retain more and more customers, because as the length of membership increases with time, the yearly amount spent increases along with it. So this is our linear regression. And if we really want to see how much will be our how much will be an yearly spent for any customer. For example, this customer, if the length, now he remains with the company for another 2 years, so this becomes 6 years. So it's gonna be 61 times the, so with 2 years it will be $123 is what gonna increase the yearly amount spent, with all other things remaining the same. So that is the magnitude of the effect of length of membership. So through this analysis, what we are seeing is that the most important factor for us as a company is to increase the length of membership for all our customers, as that is going to affect the yearly amount spent for us. So this is the analysis. These are the graphs which prove it. This is the linear regression model, and it's 98% justified. So this is a small project that I did. I hope you liked it, and um, thank you so much for giving your time. Thank you.